Oh, welcome back to Fulltime Footy, guys. As you can see, I'm happy. Max is happy. Yours truly is happy. And I'm sure every United fan in the world is happy.
It started up on yeah,
yours truly is not happy.
The champions, the reigning champions of Europe are not happy.
What's wrong, yours truly?
Twice in a row.
The game before that, they won it in the penalties.
Yeah. So, if I should say, last night, one thing, I couldn't sleep. But when I did sleep, I slept like a baby. I was so happy, guys. Wow. Yeah. Big man things, for real. Big man things.
Shout out to the big
man
Before we
things.
start, shout out to the big man. Shout out to. But fuck it, man. Let's.
I'm sure you slept well, like a baby.
Yeah, I think you explained it very well.
Except for yours
You
truly.
explained it very well.
I don't know.
After the game, you just wish you prolong the moment. You watch you see the videos of the people of the fans the Trafford. So you prolong the moment. So you struggle at first because you want to prolong the moment, and when you do sleep, peaceful.
Man, when I woke up, I felt so good. I was like,
Yes.
Since when have I slept like that? But it's all due to one man, guys. Like this is what greatness is for me. And that's what I call greatness.
And Kevin, you can agree. I think you can agree that he didn't have.
The guy didn't have a good game. I wanted to say that.
He didn't have a good
game. The guy
game
didn't have a good game. I thought
even I was calling for when Cavani was but you never take him out, but I could see that you just need something from him.
Yeah. The thing is I also thought he would go off, but I was like, hey man, some people you just can't bring out, man.
You cannot. You
can't take that man out, guys.
But shout out to this just
Solskjaer's subs won the game for us basically because it was a Fred cross, a Lingard assist. What an assist though! Because at first I thought
it hit the goalkeeper.
Yeah. And then
just before it hit the goalkeeper, he moved it back to
Lingard. Literally passed it to Ronaldo. That was amazing, man. Even the header from Ronaldo to Lingard, it was so good. So that was a good move. That was the only move. Even the Telles goal, it was a good move. But those were the only two things that we did in that game.
But I'll be honest.
Ooh.
The Telles goal, I'll be honest. When Bruno hit that thing, I said, what the fuck is Bruno doing?
Bruh.
Why? We need the ball in the box with all the people who can help. The next thing, it was me celebrating. So
that was smart, man. That was
Except,
clever.
But let's start. You know what the people are saying? The people are saying it's becoming a red podcast. If you know what I mean.
But it is a red podcast.
Yeah, we are very biased. We are
very biased. We are sorry. But this is the biased episode of Fulltime Footy.
Yes, every episode is biased.
It's biased, guys.
Every scenario we are going to bring it back and look at it via Manchester United angle. What
it's
we
biased.
can do better. So we can see what's happening, but it was bound to happen. Yeah, we are Manchester United bias and we have no shame.
You all must ask yours truly too.
Yeah, just ask the man behind the camera to advocate for you or to
tell us to move on,
or you must tell us to move on.
I only advocate for my team.
So
biased, but we don't bash Chelsea. Okay, you can't bash Chelsea because they haven't put a foot wrong. Okay.
Yeah. So I think let's just rather start by this. Let's just continue the Champions League over the past 2 days.
Once,
and then
I think when we record,
so
it's better to start with the
latest stuff,
fresh memory,
because it's still fresh.
It's still fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
And we record on Thursday, so
guys, I mean, I feel like I'm happy for the week until Saturday again when we go again. But the man has provided again.
That's what wins do for you. Everyone, if you have won any game, you are just eager. You can't wait.
And the thing is, winning like that, Makes it sweeter, man. Makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
Winning like that makes it sweet. But otherwise, it was a dreadful performance from Man United. We should have gotten beaten.
You see, Manchester United made Villarreal look like prime Barcelona yesterday.
Yo, bro.
And they haven't won a
It was
European.
so
They
embarrassing.
haven't won a game in like 15. 1 in 15 matches. They are number
Oh,
11.
Barcelona?
No, Villarreal.
Oh.
Yeah, they haven't won a game in one. They've won one game in like 15 games. They are number 11 in La Liga. But yesterday, Douglas, who's that midfield? Etienne Capo.
Yeah.
Ran that midfield. He was giving a memorandum to Scott. You see how he ran that midfield? Etienne Capo. He ran that midfield, then they were dancing past Dalot for fun.
There was no one there.
But that's what managers do.
There was no one there in that Dalot side.
If you see that,
What was happening there?
they were exposing him. Dalot and Teles are rusty, and understandably, because
the Teles side was a bit better.
Was
Maybe
better.
that team was like, let's go to Dalot. Amen.
Yo.
Varane was on that side, so like Lindelof.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But also,
I see that. But he made a mistake, though. Varane.
But what
Nearly costed us.
nearly costed
Big
us.
time.
But what I also respect about defenders, that already have a name in the game is that even the opposition players, they don't go there anticipating for a mistake.
Yeah.
Because if that is Lindelof who's trying to do that clearance, already the opposition player is trying. He knows Lindelof is going to make a mistake, so he's not slowing down. But with Varane, as soon as it looked like he was in control, even the opposition striker slowed down, thinking that he has it under control. So even when he did make the mistake, even for the striker, it was a bit far. But yeah, that was a terrible mistake, and we're lucky we didn't get punished. And
We're lucky we didn't
David
get punished.
De Gea again.
Yeah, what a
David De
performance
Gea
from De
again.
Gea, man. What a
Again.
performance.
Again.
What a performance, man. It's surely now he's our number one again. Surely. We can't argue now.
There was never any
Henderson.
doubt. There was never any doubt.
Now-
With De Gea, I knew it was poor
Yeah, now
performances,
it's-
but his class, I never doubted it.
Yeah, what a defender, man. What a goalkeeper, man. Did you see the save?
That-
Brilliant
those are
reflexes,
the
man.
games that
Brilliant reflexes.
They win games.
Yeah. And then what's happening at Camp Nou, guys?
It's curtains.
Hey, the Catalans.
It's curtains. It's curtains. Damn it. Thanks.
Oh, I love to see it. 3-0. 2 of them consecutively. Our guys.
Thanks
3-0 losses in the Champions League consecutively.
Thanks to Mr. Kuma.
Our -6 goal difference. Bottom of this thing.
Europa League. Europa League, here we come. Europa League.
You see, if you don't win your next match,
it's done.
because your next match is the third one, which is the
deciding-
50th percent of the
Yeah.
thing, and then you have three games left.
At least by 50%, Barcelona should have at least 3
3
points.
points.
At least.
At least.
And then they hope that they chow Benfica. They're all going to be
Exactly.
second to Bayern either way. But you see,
I
feel
dreadful, man. It was
I feel like
it's embarrassing,
it's
man.
already an embarrassment. But going to Europa, I cannot imagine that. It's the same thing as Manchester United. If they didn't turn that result, even a draw was bad enough.
It was bad.
Even a
It
draw
was so bad.
After
It
2
was so
games,
bad.
you have 0 points, and
Yeah.
even the bottom team have chowed you.
Yeah, and
then
to be honest, that's Atalanta.
Atalanta is going to be a big
I mean, I'm
game.
scared of that thing,
Yo.
man. That thing's dangerous.
Atalanta.
Zapata. Yeah, Zapata, man. The thing is, it's my type of player. Because you know me, I like big black players.
Antonio.
You see, like Antonio, Lukaku. Those are my niggas. So Zapata is my nigga. But fuck, man, fuck. That guy is good. Yeah, the guy is good, man. So I'm quite scared for our match against Atalanta. But I think it will be at Old Trafford.
But Barcelona,
We'll
man.
see what happens. But Barcelona, man.
It's a
Benfica,
shame.
man.
It's a shame.
Benfica.
But
I mean, I understood the Bayern one, but
And it's head to head in the Champions League. You can't, even if you beat Benfica and you're 11 on points, I don't think you'll beat Benfica training.
yeah, that's the thing with Champions League again. It's head to head.
oh,
It's not
that's
goal
weird.
difference.
Goal difference.
If it happens that we're on the same point with Benfica, then it means on the second leg we must chow them forward. Do you think it's possible?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Thanks to Mr. Kuman, this club has a future.
I do love I do love the head-to-head thing, though.
Yeah, I also
I think La Liga does that.
Yo, I remember when it happened when Madrid and Barcelona were tied.
Yeah, and Madrid had the advantage.
And we knew that there is no way, if we're 11 on points, then Madrid takes
the league.
And that was always
It's
the
nice,
pressure
that
that we needed Madrid to lose twice because even a draw was not enough. Because if we're 11, it just clears a lot of things.
Yeah, because it's just a matter of between me and you.
Who is better?
Who is better?
Who is better? I understand.
You see, that rule is very simple and it's
fair.
nice.
It's fair.
Between me and you.
It's fair.
You see, because now
matter,
you go and chow 8-0 or Osasuna or whatever. Me and you.
Out, I also won that game. That's why we were on the same points.
Yeah.
And I won it 5-0 when you won it 6. Now you're better than me. When you must chow me so that. Yeah, I had to.
But Premier League should keep
but
goal difference. But dreadful from Barcelona, man, and Koeman.
And I saw a statement that because Koeman's future has been in the air for a longest time. But I saw a statement today, Thursday, that they don't want to do anything in terms of management, or they won't release anything in terms of managerial changes before the game on Saturday. Before the game on Saturday. That can change, that may not change. But yeah, Mr. Koeman seems like he has one last life.
Because now if Barcelona is to sack Koeman, are they not supposed to pay his contract or something?
12 million.
12
million.
Hey.
And
they have it.
They don't. They don't. You know what's also was also making the situation worse is that I saw they also released the wages for La Liga clubs for 21-22 season. So the wage cap, what is it? It's basically saying you can spend up to 500 million without anything.
Yes.
You can spend up to 40 million without, based on your financial performance the last year. And Barcelona are number 7 with a wage cap of 98 million. Do you know what number 1 is?
What?
It's Real Madrid. And they are, I'm not sure of the exact figure, around 600.
But Madrid, it's obvious though.
That's like, Barcelona is like a 7th. So it means
7th is bad.
It's bad. Madrid can afford to give wages up to around 633 million. But Barcelona cannot even pass 100, 98. So
it works. No, I understand that thinking though.
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but yeah, as long as they're not relegated and don't play in the Europa.
I would be glad. Me for one, I would be glad if Barcelona do go to the Europa, guys.
But
because now I'll be free the whole season. No one will say shit against me, except for Chelsea fans. So please, off to Europa, off to Europa, go Barcelona, off to Europa.
You see, with this thing of Europa, you see now we're over the moon. But take away that Ronaldo goal, take away that individual brilliance from Telles and Bruno. I'll give it to Telles. We're heading to Europa. Manchester United are going to head to Europa with Barcelona.
We'll make the last 16.
I'm saying we will. I'm saying
we will.
Yeah, according to the projections right now and the 3 points that we got yesterday. But I'm just saying, Guti, the difference between us making it or us having the hope that we'll make it is those 2 moments. Nothing else. Is those 2 moments.
But that's why you bought Ronaldo.
It's for big moments.
It's not enough.
It's for big moments.
But it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not enough. But Angel will make it. The thing is, will make it, and Barcelona won't make it. And then me, I will be happy. You see, Sergio Busquets will be playing against Omaluda Correct there or something. You see, that's all I want to see. I want to see that Blaugrana thing on Thursday night. You see, Europa is bad enough. But the fact that it plays on Thursday, guys. Fuck. Thursday.
They can even try and make. They can even try and make the games maybe play earlier. Let's say maybe 6 or 5.
They're like,
Thursday.
You all deserve your day.
One day.
It's the worst
One day.
experience. Playing
Oh,
Europa.
it's the worst.
Manchester,
Man.
we know Manchester fans.
We know.
You see, the only,
So that's why I want Barcelona to feel it.
the only advantage of Europa is if you go and you go, but it's not an advantage. But yes, you have. It's not doesn't look that bad if you go towards the semi-finals
You
and
win
the
it.
finals, towards that stage. Cause
No, if you win it.
yeah,
If you win it,
that's the
yeah.
I think you must win it.
You must win it.
And yes,
Exactly.
maybe there's another stronger. If you are beaten maybe by, let's say there was Atletico and they beat you in the final. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But
And
then
still,
it's
we want
just
you to
like-
win it. If you go there, go and win it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
just
definitely.
you wasted a whole year to come play Europa to not win it.
But the thing is, I'm just laughing.
Arsenal, always there, never.
I'm just laughing, but I stop talking about us.
Arsenal is flying high.
Arsenal is not even
Arsenal
in
is
Europa.
flying
Man.
high, but it's,
Arsenal is
I'm saying
having
they're
fun.
always there.
Yeah, but they never won it.
I went to the final against us.
Yeah, Hazard
And they were
was on
fighting
fire that
to
day.
go into the Champions League because they didn't.
Yeah.
We were in the top.
You were in the top. You guys are always cruel, though. You guys always do this. You guys should have let Leicester go to top 4 and you win the Champions League.
They robbed us in the FA Cup final, man.
Because I want as much Premier League's teams as possible there in the Champions League.
we
We'll have
want,
had 5.
we want to be represented very well. We don't want to be represented by a West Ham just because they want to be represented by. Because if West Ham loses against the very good teams, you can't banter them. But if it's a weak team that was just trying to leapfrog to the Champions League like Spurs, then they get chowed by a big team because they will try to act like a big team. Then you want to banter them, and you can't do that with Leicester or West Ham. So that's why you want the traditional top 6 to be there at the top.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Arsenal
Because
will love it.
we know a lot
Chelsea
of
will love it.
we know a lot
United will love it, but you just
of
want
them fans.
because when you banter people with fans, it hits the right spot.
Yeah.
But you can't banter Wolves.
Maybe they're in England because
Oh, City. They lost, so they lost.
Who are you gonna tell? Who's the?
they are citizens here in Mzanzi.
Yeah, they are, man.
There's some sky blue people here.
Yeah, but I feel like we've lived through so many years of Manchester City greatness that it's not a surprise now.
Yeah.
If I didn't have
Especially
any,
in Zanzibar,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I think we were introduced to the Premier League at a later stage.
at a later stage, yeah. So
That's why I'm a Chelsea fan.
yeah. So I don't blame people who are citizens now, but I would have had a question marks in 2014 if we had so many citizens as we do now.
Yeah.
So, and they've been through a lot of changes as well. It's easier to say, if you don't win the Champions League, I'm choosing the next big team, which is PSG or something like that. But if you stick with your team through bad and through worse, and you win championships,
Respect to
and
Arsenal
leagues.
fans, man. Respect to us.
Arsenal actually do have titles than United, man. I mean, in the last 4 years.
In the last 4 years, yeah.
They
Comparing-
win the FA, especially if they play chess in the final.
Oh, you see,
That's a Arsenal
you see,
thing.
Arsenal fans. At least one season, you get a ticket to Wembley.
Yes, at least.
Celebrate.
There-
Hell, on that day when you're at Wembley in the final, nothing else matters.
It's the final.
It's just you
It's the
celebrating your final.
It's the
So
final.
it's something, eh?
Just that at some point you wanna do well in the league.
It's a drought. It's a drought there
Even
by
if you
Old
win
Trafford.
even I as a Chelsea fan recently won the Champions League, but I want the league.
Enough with Arsenal banter, guys.
Yeah,
Enough.
no, they.
Oh, yes, truly, tell us what happened there in Turin.
So,
I had a small bird in my ear when I was watching United.
so rumor says it that the reigning champions of Europe they took a plane to Turin.
To Turin.
To a team that are struggling to
Yay!
and the Champions League, the champions of Europe, and the team that was built so that nobody will not want to play against, they came back with an L.
You don't say.
Yeah,
Is it true? Yes, truly. Is it true?
Chelsea 0, Juve 1. Okay, put to the cross by Chiesa.
Chiesa is a
Chiesa
star, though.
masterclass.
He's a star, that guy.
But even before,
The boy is a bowler, yeah.
He's a baller.
Proper player.
just after the Euros, I heard the rumors that they wanted to switch to swap Ziyech and Chiesa. That would have been a good
It would have
move.
been a very brilliant move.
But
But Chiesa wanted Juventus.
Unless Fabrizio says
I think Juventus had more hope.
So, have we figured out the code? Have Have you figured the
I think
code?
the code is figured out as well.
No, not yet.
Juventus beat us.
They struggled
I'm
against
sure, I'm sure
Villa.
other fans are.
Yeah, they're struggling
They
against
struggled
Villa.
against Villa. And in all of their matches, the big man was there. Yes or no?
Lukaku. Yeah, he was there.
Last
Bonucci,
night,
yeah,
last night
Guys,
I started
it's-
seeing comments that maybe Lukaku just wants to score. He doesn't want to. He's not a good football player in terms of playmaking.
It's not though. But okay, it does have this moment.
This is number 9.
Yeah, it's like a
holds the
traditional
ball,
number 9. That's
He
He just holds the ball.
Number 9 can do. It's not maybe a Kane. He can.
It's not a Kane. Yeah, it's not.
But you see with Lukaku, that was never in doubt. Even during his United days, his scoring ability was never in question. It was a matter of how.
But he missed the one clear chance we had yesterday. He turned Bonucci for the first time because Bonucci was dealing with the whole match. Turned Bonucci, I think it was because it was the dying moments and we needed a goal. Pressure got to him just over the bar. But yeah, man,
Yeah, but the thing is, I
I'm not worried. Yours truly is not worried at all.
Yeah, I also wouldn't be worried.
Yeah,
But
It's just that I think Tucker, when you're playing a team, maybe with the. I always say this. I have other friend who's a Chelsea fan as well. Max knows it. If you're playing a team that's maybe is set up to defend against us, I don't think a back 3 or back 5 is a proper way to go for us.
Yeah.
Because the limits, even yesterday we had all the position, but we weren't doing anything. When creating chances, we were just playing in front of the defense and midfield of Juventus. We weren't creating anything. So that's one thing. I think yesterday more offensive players, because he brought more offensive players in the second half. Brought Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ruben
But it's like,
Loftus-Cheek.
what?
And we were playing there, even subbed off, because Alonso was weak, was poor against City, was poor in this match. Half time he subbed him off.
Yeah.
because I didn't even watch the City match.
Yeah. Oh, you were watching United.
I was watching bigger things.
Yeah. Hard luck to Chelsea. Hard luck to Chelsea.
Biggest team in the world. Yeah, I'd like.
And again, yesterday, they're just playing.
Yeah.
Messi with the clash moment.
Yes.
It's not a clap moment, man.
Yes.
Really?
No, it's not.
Yes.
The team is winning 1-0. They were quite.
That 1-0. City were on top of them.
Yeah.
They needed that second.
But City was not threatening though in terms of goal scoring, guys.
But what a
When
goal.
Foden.
They were so passive.
But
When Foden came on.
Phil
That's
Foden.
yeah.
Phil Foden is a superstar.
It's a star, that boy. I saw yesterday. I was like, no.
Phil Foden is a superstar.
No, this
He
guy is
can-
a star.
Like, he understands exactly.
The way he moves, man.
He understands.
Yeah, the boy can create something, eh? He can create
it's
something.
just-
But Pep should play that boy more
Yeah.
if they want to, because their position is so passive, man.
Yeah,
Just like
it's. But what did you think about that game as a whole, G? Like,
no, what I thought about that game, City was in charge,
yeah.
and when I first saw the first half,
Sure.
I was so envying, man. I was like, some teams have a coach, man. Did you see that press
also-
from Pep? Oh, yeah.
It's
Did you see it?
organized. It's organized.
I saw Kimpembe hitting the ball straight out
Because
you didn't know who to pass. Like, I was like, wow.
There by United.
Because-
When you press, it's only Bruno is pressing one man. It's also calling Ronaldo that side, please press. And then at the
For
end,
real.
that man of Portugal just stands with the ball and looks at everyone.
Imagine.
No one is pressing. Now it's like you press when you feel like big teams that don't have
And
managers.
Bella, the thing is with pressing, when I press,
everyone
support me
must-
also.
You must press.
Because if I press you and there's the man open there,
what do I
I'm
do?
just gonna pass that
What do I
man.
do?
So now, if you help me, you're gonna be effective. And then they won't know who to pass, and then you pass outside just the way PSG were doing. So PSG when City was in charge, guys.
But I think Verratti had a good game.
Yo.
The press, Marco Verratti. I think they had a good game.
Yeah, yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
game.
they-
Every time
yeah,
you
yeah,
walk, because we were-
Even with the press, he was moving.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Verratti is an engine.
How do you do
That
that,
is an
man?
engine. And I was hoping
Bella,
that
that was a combination of skill also.
everything, he had
wow.
everything.
Wow.
He knows when to
I played well.
when to keep the ball. He knows when to travel with it. He knows when to short pass. He knows when to
I
tackle.
played well.
And I was just hoping that
was impressive, man.
McTominay or Fred are watching and clearly they were not.
Clearly.
Clearly they were not.
Clearly they were
clearly.
not.
On Tuesday.
McTominay got schooled. And then Fred had to play left back.
But Sterling and Bernardo Silva, they should have scored that opportunity. They had
Yeah, let's go to that Bernardo Silva chance. You see this thing of saying Ronaldo is a tap-in merchant. You see when you need tap-in merchants, when you don't have them.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Not anyone can do that.
Not anyone can do it.
Did you see that miss, Bernardo Silva miss?
To the post. So easy.
So you do need penalty and tap-in merchants.
Tap-in merchants.
It turns out you need them.
Very, very important.
It turns out you need them.
Citizens, you don't need tap-in merchants.
And to be fair, that was a difficult chance. But if that was a natural number 9, even Jesus was going to score that one.
Yeah.
Except Van.
At least you're an honest man.
I want to.
Except
Okay, let's see what do we have here.
yeah, no, man. No, we're not done now. Come on. We have to talk about Messi, man.
Oh, okay.
And Messi had I like to say a Ronaldo performance there.
Yeah, it was not like his
It was
best
not-
performance.
It was one of the performance.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect.
But
It's one of those.
the moment,
You know, it's one of the
he
performances
recognized the moment.
one of the performances that you say, yeah, we understand why when you have a player like Ronaldo, maybe you may not care about the performance because if he gives you a goal or an assist, that one moment of brilliance can change the game.
Yeah.
But for someone like
That's
Messi,
why-
I don't think PSG played a good game overall.
Yeah.
I don't think they utilize I don't think they realize what players they have.
They just have to work on their combinations, and then if they understand
That's
what
up
they
to
have to do,
Pochettino,
It's
though.
up to
I think
Pochettino.
yeah, it's up to the coach.
you must realize,
But I have to say, man, I'm not a Messi good person, but the boy blesses me when he plays football.
Yeah, those
I
moments.
get,
those
I
moments.
get blessed, man, when I see Messi playing
Those
football.
moments, like
Did you see that goal?
it's
It's
amazing how people are so good.
Yeah,
Playing
can't
football, it's like
Bruh,
and it's amazing how we expect that.
how good is he?
we expect that.
How
yes.
good is that guy?
Messi is-
It's amazing, man.
I just feel like
It's amazing, man. It's
and
amazing.
you see Messi when he scores goals, most of the times he does not celebrate that much, or he's not in that moment most of the
say
time.
he
Because
wanted that
but
first goal.
that goal that he scored yesterday, you could see it was overdue.
It's because he
wanted
knows
it.
he
And,
knows important goals,
Yeah.
important moments.
and
That was
also
an important
the
moment.
pressure was building. The pressure was building to say, you've played how many games, you've not
Yeah,
scored.
and also because
Yeah.
The previous game they didn't
they
win.
didn't win exactly.
Yes, yes.
They had to get that
They
win.
had to get a win.
It was a must win
So
for
it was
them.
but yeah, shout out to. But I feel like
No.
they don't sort out their issues because I don't feel like PSG is smooth. You see big teams, Bayern Munich,
Yeah, PSG is not smooth.
Bayern
Bayern,
Munich,
yeah.
Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I saw the 5-0. I was like, yo, this one's a game.
Bayern Munich as a year. Bayern Munich as a year.
We'll talk about them another day.
No, as
but
a year. You see, the day we talk about Bayern Munich is if they play one of the
big teams,
the recognized
yeah.
teams.
In the-
That's when you'll see
in the
that
knockout.
all of these teams are talking about Manchester United, Chelsea.
Yeah.
When it
It's
comes to
tried and
Bayern,
tested.
when it comes to
But
Bayern,
guys, I've realized that since 2010 or 2009, wherever, Bayern has always been that constant thing to say,
Yeah.
if you beat Bayern,
You can.
you will make the Champions
can.
League
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
You will win the
you
Champions
can.
League.
It's like
2010, Inter had to beat them, but like
it's
I'm
always
saying every
they
season
are consistent. They are
it's
consistent.
just a matter of can you beat Bayern. And you know when you're drawn against them,
Yeah.
it's gonna be late.
And they are busy.
Wow, man.
The thing with
It's
Bayern-
amazing, man.
One thing that I like with Bayern,
The consistency is too much.
and they haven't changed that.
It's too much.
They don't take their foot off the pedal. What are still group stages? Like if
Yeah.
they throw Manchester United with Bayern in the same group, they won't say, maybe because it's group stages, let's just play Nyan. Arsenal used
They'll
to
kill
get-
you, those Germans.
used to get fives and
Yeah,
even
they
group
could have played
stages.
one twice.
Yeah,
Barcelona,
10-2 there, I remember that.
Barcelona collected 3, and you could see that game was they missed a lot of chances,
Yeah.
but they only scored 3 because they were poor.
Yeah.
So if they are poor,
Because I remember even in 2013, Barcelona lost against Bayern.
you remember that?
When Bayern won
Oh,
the-
yeah,
You remember that scoreline?
Yeah, it was Bayern.
Remember that
Yeah,
scoreline?
scoreline was
They don't stop,
and that was prime Messi. Remember?
yeah,
It was prime Messi.
and they don't stop.
just
And
saying.
if you see, if you
Yeah.
stop against, let's say it's Bayern versus some team there in their German Farmers League, then the Bayern is leading for you. Maybe they can stop because already they are bigger than
They
the
don't
team.
even stop.
And they don't stop there. But if you can keep going and you don't have Messi over the top teams in Europe, that's what we want to see in European football. We want you, when you punish a Barcelona, just make sure you expose how poor they are. When you play against a City, expose to them to the limit and
This is
show
how bad you
you
are.
play to your best abilities. Even if it's 2-0, you play up until you are satisfied with the way that you're playing. And Bayern have been doing that.
Yeah. No, man. I feel like they're probably the second most consistent team after Madrid over the last decade. Well, I remember Madrid won 4 times.
Yeah, over the last decade in terms of the Champions League, because
Yeah, what about the Champions League?
in terms
Yeah.
of the Champions League. But as a team, I feel like they are the biggest team in
Yeah.
world football right now. In terms of how they are run, their recruitment, like everything, their contract renewals, everything. And
That's
also don't
amazing.
forget they win the league consistently.
They changed the coach.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Yeah, because the recruitment is
They've
there.
got a philosophy, those guys. No, they're good. They're good. I mean, I
And
feel like we're not talking about that Messi goals.
But you see that move? Did you see that move? Did you see that? He started.
If that man turns around and he faces the back 4, you are dead.
He's gone. If he's chasing you,
You're
it's
dead.
over.
Don't allow him to shoot. Don't allow him to pass. Because he's going to do that thing that he did to you. Because Messi can pull out a pass. We all know that.
Yeah.
He can pull out a goal. So
From outside the box.
try something to stop those two things.
Fouling.
Foul him is going to be a free kick.
No, the last person I did. The last
Because by the time he faces the back 4, he's done with midfield players.
But
guys, and they are behind him.
They are behind
All
him.
together,
You're
they're
not
not
going to
there.
catch him.
Yeah.
Bella, if Messi faces back 4, he's going to accelerate. You're not going to do
And
anything
you
to that man
you
when
can't,
he
because you can't take
starts
the ball when
accelerating.
he's. And
You can't do anything. You see how quick that 1-2 was? And who's that
was a-
guy marking him?
Laporte.
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 Oh, I was like, Laporte, you're behind, my gun.
That was
You're behind. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you. He killed him.
that was just the best.
It was the best.
PSG were just playing. All
No,
of a sudden,
give Messi the ball.
all of a sudden,
Accelerate, Mbappe.
accelerates. There it is. Gone.
There's a guess there as well, because Messi usually in that position is going to shoot in one corner.
You know the trademark.
But he moved the opposite.
The
corner.
trademark one is to move
Yeah.
far post. And
He
then,
always
But
moved
the
the
goal,
far
man.
post, and Ederson was like going into the far post.
no, but that's what you do when you try to predict Messi. You do
Yeah.
a Boateng.
Yeah.
Because now at the end of the day, Ederson looked like the clown. Because he knew Messi was going to shoot there, but he didn't shoot there, so he ended up standing and then
But still, even-
See the way he
over
shoots. He plays that ball.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get there, even if it didn't.
Corner, man.
at the corner, top corner. But yeah,
hey.
it's what he does.
Yeah, and the
I'm
first
just
one
hoping he
plays
does
there
that
was like
consistently.
it was Enfield or something.
Yeah, and I was just happy that it was Mbappe assist. And
I know, man. And when he rolled down to defend the free kick,
yeah,
I was like, hey, some men are bigger than us, man.
yeah.
An entire GOAT, one of the greatest players of all time.
He's doing that. I was
To
also
do that.
surprised. Do you know what's standing next to him?
Hi, guys.
Do you know what's standing next to him who had no role?
Hi.
It's Ender Herrera.
Herrera.
Yeah,
It's
so
Ender Herrera. A Manchester United, an ex-Manchester United player when they were not doing very good. He was. But
I couldn't believe it,
I also
man.
couldn't believe it. But
So the man is that humble. Like,
By myself, I don't think that's such a big deal.
that is not a big deal.
No,
Okay, maybe
man.
if you're thinking if you want a more counter.
Yeah, in terms of
do you think Ronaldo can go and lie there?
Ronaldo is tall, he can stand in the
Yeah,
wall.
so you
Messi-
need-
Yeah, I agree that.
Sides.
I agree with that. I agree with that. What you're saying.
But I also think like
But no, man, you can't have Messi going to lie down there. I must stop that thing.
No,
Ah,
but-
yeah.
but no. You see,
guys,
what I'm also
it's
thinking,
disrespectful.
what I'm also thinking, Kevin, is that that was an important phase in the game where you are leading 2-0. And you know that anything can happen. If they score now, anything, it can change the game. My big goal can just go out of nowhere. And I am not the captain. Because if I'm the captain, I'll probably say we need someone under that to protect so that they don't hit it under the wall. But now I'm no one. So the only way to protect the goal and to protect the result. Because, Messi has seen everything in football, man.
Yeah.
He has seen a 3-0 getting turned to just because of stupid mistakes and late goals and stuff. And if he wants to protect that, maybe it's him now trying to be a leader and take initiative. Because if he can see that they can hit it under the wall and he doesn't have the powers to organize the wall and say someone must be there, then he must do it himself. And
he did.
From wearing number 10 to choosing to wearing number 30, already it showed me that anything is possible with Messi. I never imagined Messi wearing any other number. 30 is fine if accepted, but imagine Messi wearing number 30.
Yeah, but
that's like,
I also thought he shouldn't take the 10, man. Leave Neymar to wear the 10.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just saying that if you sign the biggest player in the world, then you expect.
I agree, but the thing is, Ronaldo is also not gonna wear the 7 if Cavani was not willing.
But you see, with Ronaldo, they didn't make whether they put him and Cavani in a match in a boxing ring. We don't know.
Yeah, but
whether they say you are going to give you money, but at the end of the day,
Cavani, I think he does.
No, but at the end of the day, when Ronaldo came, he got a number 7. How? It doesn't matter whether they agreed with Cavani or they give him money or whether it was mutual respect from Cavani. But at the end of the day, Ronaldo didn't rock up and then was wearing number 9 now.
I know, guys. These are the greats, eh?
Yeah,
the greats.
And they surprise. Hey, Champions League is full of drama, Kevin. Your team at the Bernabeu.
Hey, there's a new sheriff in town. I wanted to say when we were talking about Barcelona that I'm just saying things, but an entire new sheriff came and dominated the Bernabeu. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I didn't even watch the match. I was like,
Sheriff in town. Sheriff, what is Sheriff?
What is Sheriff in Madrid?
Madrid, yeah.
Oh, Pella, they won in the Bernabeu, man. Oh, that's amazing, man. I'm quite happy for the guy who scored the last minute goals. But
Sergio is the one who scored.
Yeah, because it's a big moment for him in his career. But
I saw a picture of that.
Madrid is gonna make the last 16.
Yeah, it's not so hard. It's like Chelsea losing.
But yeah, I was going to quote that point again, that it's not something new that we see Madrid struggling or being beaten terribly by low teams at the Bernabeu.
Don't confuse us with Barcelona. Your situation is different. Tina will make last 16.
So you think Barcelona is going to color test the night?
You see, on the day when we're recording, we'll be talking about Barcelona's upcoming match later on. Yeah.
I don't think we have time.
I know. Yeah, so that's it for the Champions League, man. The Champions League always blesses us.
How many minutes are we? Sure.
Oh yeah, so we have to talk about what City, Chelsea.
Oh
yeah. The weekend's Premier League games.
Yeah.
So City beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea didn't even have a single shot on target.
They beat Chelsea behind closed doors. Because come on, who was watching that game?
I was. Max was too.
He was also watching the game. This guy. I literally didn't watch it. Not even a single minute. I just watched the highlights of Jesus' goal.
No, we're overpowered now. We're overpowered, Aish. So we did it the rest time. The rest time.
Oh, you were overpowered?
No, I was not.
Friend from Joburg and then was here again. 2-2.
Yeah, so it was 15-15. But I'm happy with I saw all the goals for what I wanted to see fell in that 15 minutes that we're watching United. So, but
I did see that City was squeezing you all. until as Pluqueta was like, let's play long.
Yeah.
And the fans actually like clapped to say, let's do that.
But it's
Because City was like pressing. The City press. And it's the same way that they were pressing PSG.
Yeah.
When I saw that thing. It's like 4 players ahead, 4 midfield, and 2 defenders at the back. I'm like, how do you do this, Pep?
You
How
see-
do you fucking do this?
You see what you have just said, Kevin? Is the exact role for a captain in the field. That's why you need a captain. And with Manchester
As
United,
Pluquet,
fair
you have to
enough
have a
to Bruno.
smart
fair
captain.
enough to Bruno, but for the type of football that we are playing, I feel like a player like Messi, a player like Bruno, they can be captains
In terms
if
of performance.
if the philosophy of the club, or for a
Yeah.
team like City, if
It's
we
clear,
play
yeah.
with the ball,
Yeah.
then it's easier for me because Bruno is always going to be on the ball, Messi is always going to be the ball.
Yes.
So it's easier if the captain or the person who's calling the shot is a forward player or a player who can make things happen. It's easier that way. But if you are a Liverpool and you depend on your pressing, you need your captain to tell you. Because even Bruno, he was telling everyone to press. But if you are Bruno, you are playing number 10, you cannot coordinate up until the goalkeeper or the last line of defense.
Yeah.
But if you're a defender, if I'm saying let's push, or if I'm a midfielder, I just push the back line, then you can see that we are pressing. But if you're Bruno, you're only going to maybe call the 3 people around you. So Aspilicueta calling the shots and telling them to play long. It
And I
should,
think because we have many like
there's many leaders in the
Yeah,
crowd.
even
There's-
Mendy is a leader.
yeah, there's a lot of-
Aspilicueta,
Yeah,
Thiago
Mendy is-
Silva,
there's a lot of
Or
leaders
even
there.
Thiago Silva, yeah.
Coutinho. Those are leaders.
and that's and
You see,
that's how
Jorginho
you.
is fast becoming one of my favorite Chelsea players.
But
I love the guy, man.
Yeah.
Blesses me. But I'm happy you guys lost, man. I also wanted you guys to lose. But I thought City you were gonna win.
Against it.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, he's the one who said.
We didn't hear you.
He's the one who
Oh, I
said.
think you said a big score. What did you say?
No, I said 1-0, 2-0.
No, he said City is gonna win.
Yeah, but
Oh,
1-0
yeah.
or 2-0.
But me and you, we predicted that Chelsea will win.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what happened to Chelsea?
But you all were dominated. Eh?
Yeah. What happened to Chelsea is
It's what I
exactly
had.
it's exactly what I was hoping that it happened. So that when you record now, I was just hoping that they can see that in football nothing is rosy.
I
rosy.
also didn't
You
want
can
that.
have
You know,
problems
this
and
gets
win 3
an unbeaten
million.
record, but you have draws as well.
Yeah,
At least
so-
100%. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
But an
yeah.
unbeaten record, I don't want that thing. At
You
least
just have to
know
fall
now.
off so that you can still. Because once that thing falls off, it's like Manchester United and even Chelsea. Once they beat you, now you can say that you are
Yeah.
not unbeatable.
Now we are
You
behind
can.
the
You have
scenes.
problems.
Let them watch City.
Yeah,
Come from
yeah.
fine.
Now you can focus on your
Yeah.
runs, and
Yeah.
exactly that happens to Chelsea. They're back to where they belong. Union this ale.
But it's gonna be a nice season. man.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
great,
Who's
man.
leading on that point? Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of us are-
But guys, what is happening to
Oh, but. Oh.
and that whole Spurs team?
Yeah, it can be
team-
said, man.
Spurs is crumbling, and I can't even.
No, it can be said.
I can't even blame Kane. I'm just saying that out of all the people, it affects him more than everyone because already he was unhappy, he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And then they are dropping even a worse performance this season than they did last season. And they said he mustn't leave.
So can he leave in Jan?
Levy won't.
I leave you on the love.
Want.
Said.
That's it. Arsenal, the Arsenal flying high.
Hey!
Arsenal.
I never
flying
thought they were gonna
high.
win.
Arsenal
You!
flying
I
high.
even said the Spurs win. Oh,
Me too.
the Gunners!
The Gunners
The
of London.
Gunned! At
The Gunners
Spurs!
of London.
At Emirates.
Did
Eh?
you see the atmosphere though?
It was brilliant.
It was a long time since I've seen that atmosphere during Arsenal match. The
'Cause I
last
didn't
time I
watch the
saw
match.
an atmosphere like that was Ramsey's last game when they also shout Spurs.
Really?
Ramsey's last game at I think they were away or they were at home. I'm not sure, but it was the last night derby as well.
Oh, yeah, I
And they
remember
won,
Ramsey's last game.
And they
Yeah, I
won.
remember that
and
game.
Ramsey scored that beautiful goal.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
that was the last time I saw so much atmosphere and the passion from Arteta. Like, that's also what you see, you can bash all the managers, you can bash Ole and you can bash Arteta, even Lampard at some point. But what you cannot take away is the love they have for the club. Things may not work out, but when they do score or they have those moments, you can see that they are also fans of the team. You saw Arteta. Arteta was Arteta was. You turn to a prime club then with the celebrations, and the players needed that. They needed, and the fans needed that.
Arsenal really needed that win, man.
They needed that. The fans they need to see their managers believing into, at least showing that he's happy about the results. It builds and the fans. I was very happy. Even Solskjaer, when that goal went in, he was so happy because he is also a fan. Like he might not be tactically good or whatever, but you cannot doubt his loyalty.
But the thing is with Ole, guys, with Ole. Remember in the Bible, Moses didn't go to Canaan.
I don't know if
the promised land.
Yes.
He didn't go there. So it's the same thing with Ole, man. Please, Ole, we agree. You built us a team.
But you are not going.
We're not going to the promised land with you, my nigga.
Can you please have
It's not going to happen. We need a Joshua now,
can you please have
so that he can take us and proceed with us. You see,
please.
We know you took us out of Egypt.
We know.
You see, we were struggling then Egypt as United.
And then even crossed the river.
You took us out. We crossed the river. You see, the sea opened like. We're happy, like we have a team. But please, man, we're not gonna get to Canaan with you, Ole, man.
Please.
Come on. I feel like I wish Ole could resign, man. Just so that
for the sake of the club, yes, for the sake of the club.
But man,
and you see, one thing I don't like. Chelsea, they do at the right moment.
And Lampard is a bigger legend to Chelsea than Ole is to United.
Yes, it is.
But
I can agree.
Abramovich didn't hesitate.
But that's what you do. You cannot coach a team based on your legend status as a player. Because as a manager, you have not reached legend status. You are respected in terms of what you did as a player.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid with Ole and Arteta is the same thing. They are well respected as legends, but that is clouding the judgment in terms of their managerial.
Hi, man. Sometimes I can even feel like Arteta is better, man. Ole doesn't have a plan.
I think Arteta
clueless.
I also think Arteta is better at some.
Because Arteta in some game, Arteta goes with the game plan.
And it's just that it's the wrong game plan. But it's the wrong.
Because with us, it's like there's no point in us. Every time when I watch United, I don't see like a nice structure.
We play in moments. We play in moments to say, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Today.
We play in moments that Vele gonna have a moment.
Yeah,
because we have world class players.
In every game, everyone.
But it's not gonna. Come on, man.
World class pass.
And then it
Exactly.
To reach.
That's not the way, man.
And Kenut just a step over. It's a goal. Fine. We're happy. It's 1-0, but.
That's why we're beaten by Aston Villa, man.
That's exactly how we're beaten by Aston Villa. We don't have a style of play. We play in moments. We play based on who's feeling good now in the pitch now, who is dominating. Oh, Lingard is in now. We can have that Messi Lingard moments, and then he can do something. We play with those things. Oh, Cavani is in. There's some best of energy now. So in these 5 minutes, we can try and get a goal.
Man.
But I'm thinking
big teams don't play like that.
I agree, Ole must go. But currently, which manager would you go for?
As long as not him.
As long as it's not Ole, man.
I think
I would go for Zidane.
Even Zidane. In the current.
I think I would go for Zidane.
Yeah.
Zidane.
The Madrid
you see the market for managers.
Yeah.
United, they let it go when was still clear when that man who went to Bayern. He was probably going to go to Bayern either way, but they let it when Pochettino was free. They didn't make the right moves. Now what are you left with now? It's the same thing as Barcelona. The only managers in the market right now is Conte. Which you don't want near Manchester United. Because he's going to bring his players, Bomozis, and want to play 3-5-2. Fine, we can win. But when he leaves, we need to build again. Now we must get rid of all his average players. Then there's also Roberto Martinez is not in the market, but it feels like Belgium can't let him live in that job. And I think he's an average manager. To me, he's an average manager. I've never seen him do anything spectacular. So out of those two people and Zidane, I'll take Zidane. Because all of them, right now, I can tell you they're better than Ole. And they can win us something. They can win us something. Even Allegri then went to Juventus.
Gone.
Went to Juventus. Yeah. If if we had fired earlier enough, Allegri was going to be in the markets. But
See,
and with Allegri, like every manager has their pros and their cons. But what they will deliver is the trophy. Allegri can play
and the
poor,
sense of
but
style of playing. Hey,
at least you see with this man of Rafa Benitez, and man's style of play, I don't like it, but he has it. At least it does it,
And it sticks to it.
and it sticks to it. And if you have a style of play and you play with the same players enough, they will understand it, they will deliver results. But if you just put a lot of superstars in the field, 11 of them, and you hope something happens, you're just managing for vibes, and it's not going to work. And it's the difference. You see, Ole is the difference between Manchester United and Liverpool and Manchester. Because in terms of quality, I can tell you we have a better team than Liverpool this season.
we have a better team than Liverpool.
We have a better team than.
way
We
better
also have a better team than City.
You can argue with Chelsea as well. I think you have a
Than City.
You guys, you do have a
City have a lot of midfielders.
comparable.
But it's
City has
but they
a
don't
lot
have
of
they don't have a Ronaldo, they don't have a Cavani. We have players that can decide games in the flesh.
Yeah, definitely.
We have, in terms of the teams, now this thing of saying we don't have a centre back, we want to fix, now it's over. If you don't win anything or if you don't perform, it's up to the manager now.
In
terms of players,
yeah, man.
But Arsenal
Please.
3, Spurs 1, Arteta flying high, Arsenal, the Gunners of London. The London is painted the red.
The Gunners.
North London.
No, London is red. Pella, the champions of Europe, also fell. So I think
the moment.
the blue shade is gone.
Yours truly. But I want to talk about the game of the weekend. Too.
London is red, yeah?
London is red.
It has been red.
It always has been red.
It's been red.
You can keep the red flag, you keep the trophies.
Yeah,
I want to talk
but
about
they're invincible, man.
the game of the weekend, man. Brentford versus Liverpool. My God, what a match!
Ooh.
Did you watch that match?
That is why we need teams like Brentford in the.
Did you watch the match?
I watched the last 15 minutes.
My God, what a brilliant match!
I was watching it.
Wow.
I was watching it. I was just checking the update. I checked it was 2-1, 3-2. The next thing I checked
3-3.
3-3. What a game of football.
you. Hey, that was a brilliant game of
What a
football.
game of football.
Game of the week. That's the match of the week. Because
And watching Liverpool for the last 18 to 20 minutes, I don't think they played bad. They created enough chances. They scored 3 goals.
yeah.
It was not a poor performance by Liverpool in any way. They were just playing a team that was well organized and what a game of football.
Because
That was-
now I was like, hey, we should actually get this coach to Old Trafford.
I'm telling you, you see,
Brentford
you
coach.
see
Yo,
Graham Potter.
bruh, the football they were playing.
Graham Potter.
Hey, those boys, man.
You see Graham Potter.
Ivan Toney.
That's
Wow, my
I
manager.
can hear, man.
For Brighton.
I couldn't even recognize him in the weekend.
Man.
Because he used to shave his beard. And then I was, who is this man?
You mean Graham Potter?
Yeah, and then this time in his beard, it looks like a...
That team is that guy can coach. That guy knows his football.
He knows football. And
knows football. That guy.
fair play to him. Brighton don't have that big of a budget, but when he does buy players, Lallana
He knows what he's buying.
is the type of player that is needed in the system that he plays. He needs ball players. Imagine if Graham Potter had a player like Bruno Fernandes, because he needs players like that, players who can pick a pass. Do you know where's those players?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
The Norwegian merchant. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He doesn't know what to do with them. He took out Pogba yesterday. How do you do that?
But
My God,
yeah,
how do you do that?
I was unhappy with that.
And when he
I
did
was
the
so
substitutions,
unhappy
I was just hoping that at the end of the day, the substitutions they save him. Pogba didn't have
because
he didn't have the best game, but he was the deciding factor between us breaking the defense with his passes. He was better than McTominay anyway. And yeah, I think Ole should,
now this man might drive out Pogba.
yeah.
You can't keep taking Pogba off
You
like that.
You can't. And also now I see why Ole doesn't want to change the formation. Yesterday we were playing 4-3-3. Couldn't even press, couldn't even. Now I understand why he prefers that 4-2-3-1 McFred, because he knows that at least there, in terms of marking and the structure, it's there because you have 2 CDMs that are there. They don't offer anything going forward, but at least they are there. Yesterday, we couldn't even press.
Yesterday we couldn't do anything, man.
Who's that Villarreal defender, number 4, Pau Torres? He skipped past McTominay like he was Neymar. That a run from a defender, skipping past your CDM who is playing by himself in that pivot role. So if you play one man in CDM, it means you trust him that much.
Yes.
He got run by a defender like that. Pau Torres looked like prime Neymar there, and it just stopped, and then he went the other direction. McTominay was gone. I think McTominay is still injured, guys. Not joking.
McTominay is injured, man.
Unless obviously you cannot play CDM like that.
It's not that much of a bad player, man.
Him and Etienne Capo were playing the same role yesterday. 2 number 6s, 2 CDMs. But you saw who the better CDM. They showed him how you play CDM. You pass, you move around.
Aye, man.
Maybe it's just the centre back. Mourinho's so good.
Yeah, maybe it's a centre back. Or maybe it's just not good enough. Just maybe. It's also or maybe they can't choose, because McTominay is talented. You can see when he does have good games. He has brilliant games. That game against Leeds.
Yeah.
If you allow him, if you give him the freedom to go forward and shoot, and he has a shot.
Yeah, he has a shot in him.
And he has a forward pass. Him and Fred, I think he has a forward pass better than Fred.
Yeah.
But shout out to Fred.
Shout out to Fred, man, for that cross.
Fred, I know you've been on your case. Fred, I know.
That was a good cross. Because that cross actually got over the whole defense.
It went to Ronaldo.
That was good enough.
And when you have Ronaldo, that's the only thing that we ask of you. Just put the ball into the box, give them a chance, give them something to attack. And Fred did that. If he needs to play left back to do that,
let him play left back.
Let it be.
But the show.
When Shaw is injured.
Yeah, Shaw is back. But now when Shaw is injured, you can play Fred.
But you see how we missed Luke Shaw yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
That whole left side, because now Sancho had to hug the touchline. But also Sancho had a good game, I feel, last night.
Yesterday was a bit.
Before he was
expressing
himself.
He
was expressing himself. And he had, I think, in terms of duels or dribbles won, maybe it's a 50-50 thing. But those ones that he won, it's just that when you dribble past someone and then the pass at the end of it all is bad, then it kills whatever you've done.
The boy just has to collect his confidence, and then he'll be.
But you see, there's only one thing that saves a player's confidence. It's a goal.
Yeah.
You see, Tellez was poor last night, and Dalot. But I think out of all the players, when they woke up today, the most confident player in that team was not Ronaldo. It was Tellez.
Yeah, Tellez. That goal.
I'm sure he feels like
helps the whole team.
Yeah, like
helps the whole team.
And that's why you need individual performances.
I know.
Hey, sir, do you still have time there?
A few minutes,
yeah. Let's just go over the weekend's matches. Predictions. We should actually start calling out each other to say who predicted how many wins.
Yeah, just need to keep track.
Saturday, United Everton, the first game of the weekend, 1:30.
1:30.
Yours truly. No, Ben. United is gonna win 2-1.
United 2-0. I'll say it's a 2-0 win for Manchester United. Purely because United will never give you consistent performance, and I feel like although he won the game yesterday, but in terms of performance, it was a poor performance. So at least I would expect a better performance on Saturday and a win.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-0 win.
Benitez, Solskjaer.
No, man. United is gonna win. We're at home. We have to do something. Right?
Sancho, perfect scenario. It's 1-0. A Mason Greenwood goal first half. Sancho comes in 75 minutes. 2-0.
There is no way we're gonna score 2 goals and Ronaldo doesn't score, man.
I
don't understand why you always.
You might be right.
So Ronaldo is gonna score.
I was so fuming when Bruno missed that penalty. You know why?
Fuck. Man.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because I had predicted it that.
Ronaldo will score! Fuck! Yeah, remember he said Ronaldo will score the penalty.
And I knew that if you don't get 2 penalties and people are not happy. The next game, Naranjan, you must get a penalty. And if you get a penalty, Ronaldo. And it was the perfect moment. Give it to Ronaldo.
It was a perfect moment, that one.
Martinez, Aston Villa coach.
Yeah.
Keeper.
Martinez, Emi.
Oh,
Was
Emi.
telling them to give the ball to
It's
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah, he wanted Cristiano.
No,
Yeah.
but Emi. I like that guy, although I don't like what happened on Saturday because it was against me.
I
But
also like
him as
I
a
also like
goalkeeper
him.
and how he stepped up from Arsenal.
From Arsenal.
And he has confidence.
The guy,
and
man.
And he's good and he plays those mind
man.
games. And most
The
of
guy
the
came
times,
from the riches
Yeah.
in his career. Now look at him. I am so happy for the
Arsenal,
guy.
and then they let him go and let him come back.
and he just got a chance on Arsenal, like 3-4 games. And
Because he
then-
played in the final.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then what I like about him is that he also backs himself up. Like it's like who's that Arsenal man? Not Arsenal man. Newcastle man. That
Alain,
Saint
Saint-Maximin.
that guy. He backs himself up when he plays. You can see he reminds me.
I had the big teams.
Yeah,
rooting for
I
the
had
boy.
Liverpool and Chelsea.
Yeah.
They are learning. They are learning beats.
Liverpool might take that man.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I
for
feel like it's perfect for
them.
them.
Perfect for them. It's perfect.
And you know how Klopp is.
And-
Klopp is probably gonna
and-
take
and-
that
and-
man
and with Liverpool-
make him a beast.
Liverpool, they take normal players and then look what
Yeah.
they did to Sadio Man.
Exactly.
Look what they did
Because
to Ronaldo.
we agree that Mane, even when he was at Southampton, he was good, but he was not like
Yeah, he was not.
at the level that he is at now. Even Saint-Maximin, he's good.
He's good,
but he's
they
not
can
like
take him to another
the,
level.
when he goes to Liverpool, he's going to be like boom.
Yeah, you can
as
take
long
him
as
to
with
another
he's
level.
with Klopp.
Yeah, the Klopp
Hey,
knows how
so
to
don't
develop
take
players.
Saint-Maximin
Yeah,
because he's gonna cause havoc that man if he goes to Liverpool.
It's good for the league, man. Take him.
He's gonna cause havoc.
Me as a Chelsea fan,
You.
I'm not afraid of anyone.
you see now.
Built a team, no one wants to play against.
Yeah, because they will lose.
I hope you win this weekend, my brother.
You
I
see,
hope you win.
on that Klopp note, you see now average, or not even average, bad performances, bad Salah, not Salah, Mane performances, Liverpool performances. They compare to his prime performances when he was still playing for Southampton. That's how improved as a player he was. Because in Southampton he would get chances and have a good game, but just because he missed them. But to his standards then, he would have had a good game because he created those chances.
Yeah.
Now if he does that in Liverpool, that's like a bad game to him because
Sure.
now he's too big now.
It's too big now.
Yeah.
It's a big player now. It's a big player. Chelsea, Southampton.
Did you say your prediction, Man U and Everton?
Yeah, I said 2-1.
Oh, 2-1
United,
to Man U.
yeah.
Yeah, 2-0 United. What are you saying?
2-0.
Oh, you
Said
said
draw.
It's a draw. I think.
You know, I said Chelsea, Southampton.
Chelsea,
We
Southampton.
have to win, man. It's a win for us, man. Not a big win. 2-0.
Oh, not a big win, just a 2
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I also, I think you're gonna win because Southampton this season.
I think Southampton are a bit harder to play against.
Yeah, they are hard to play.
And with
Eh?
Chelsea, they
City drew with Southampton, man.
without any shots. I don't know whether that's
Yeah,
also
you're gonna draw.
Yeah, that's a throw.
You're gonna draw.
I like how you use stats and decide.
How? Stats speak louder than anything, guys.
Yeah, they drew with City, and City had no shots on target. It might be on City, it might be on.
You see, if they defend the way they're
On
defending
them.
against City, it's gonna be a draw.
The thing is, don't play like City team.
Yeah, you don't.
Score
But
any goal.
Yeah, you can just cross and
yeah.
you have Lukaku and yeah. No, but
But
also-
Lukaku is, you know, Lukaku is a good striker, but he's not a striker who shoots outside the box.
Yeah,
He's an inside the box striker.
Yeah,
So-
it's a number 9.
he's a number 9.
Yeah, he's a number
The
9.
definition of a number 9.
That's what I hate about Greenwood. Greenwood can't shoot outside the box. He can't.
Once you get in there,
Even if he shoots, he's shooting it low.
But it's fine. You can.
But
get it.
it's a young boy, man. He'll learn. So Brighton versus Arsenal, of course, I think it will be a good game.
I
At
think Arsenal.
Brighton.
I think Arsenal will win, man.
Yeah, because of the confidence.
Yeah, they
2-1
and
to
also
morale.
I'm saying Brighton will win 2-1.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
no,
Because Brighton is my team, guys.
no, it's a
Brighton is
1-0
my team.
win
I
to.
just think
To Arsenal.
that Arsenal win. I think it's a.
Yeah, and remember Neil Mopé scored last minute
Yeah.
on Monday.
No more against Arsenal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy, you see what I love about him? He's a Mopé is a perfect player that you need in your team too.
He's a striker, this
It's
guy.
like a Diego Costa in terms of the mentality.
Yeah.
He likes to
I
make the
love
fans
Diego
feel
Costa.
that they are, especially the rival fans. He makes them feel that, yeah, what do you say? Remember when he ran up Arsenal and he got who's that? Kenduzi.
Yeah.
He got him a yellow or something,
Yeah.
whatever. And he did the same thing when he scored during the weekend.
That's why
What is
Arsenal
that?
fans, they hate
Yeah,
Brighton.
yeah.
Fucking hate Brighton.
And now I'm sure now those Brighton was playing Crystal Palace. Those Palace fans were angry there.
They were
At the end of
angry,
the
man.
match,
At the
they
end
were
of the match.
angry. They
They were
waited for him
fucking
there by
angry,
the
man.
tunnel.
They were, they were spitting at them even.
Yeah.
That's how angry they were.
But also Zaha did the same thing in first half, but he didn't get that much backlash because he was home. That man of Mopé scored the last minute.
Last minute, man. Last
And
minute.
he read all of the.
Shame, man.
Imagine
Shame.
all of
Vieira.
those home fans by one man, and then he left. T-shirt off, he left.
Yeah, that's Neil Mopé. Neil Mopé and my team. Brighton.
No, but Arsenal,
Big up, Brighton. 2-1.
As
Make me
Welbeck injured or something, really, I haven't watched
Oh.
Brighton.
No, he was playing.
The rest of it.
He was
Who?
playing. Welbeck
I'm
was
thinking
playing.
Daniel
Oh,
Welbeck
Welbeck,
scored.
yeah.
I'm
Imagine.
imagining Welbeck
Of
scoring
course,
in that match.
he was an Arsenal player.
Yeah. But I still Lallana goal. I just feel like Lallana is in that Brighton team. It does. He can do better than what they bought him for, but I think he's just doing a decent job now. He's showing that he's a cut above the rest of the squad. Him and Besuma. Besuma is a beast. Besuma
I don't know
is a beast.
when you don't.
Besuma is a beast.
We have to go for that man. You see, if you get that man,
Besuma is a
with the
beast.
key, man.
Besuma is a beast, man.
Man, you have to go for that man. Try to get that man in January, man. Try to get that man in January.
Also stick to Kante, that guy.
No, but I think
You rate him that highly.
He's
He's a good
Yeah,
player,
yeah,
man.
he's a
He's a
good
good player.
But
man.
you see, it can't say. Maybe in terms of defensive abilities, yes, the closest thing. But also in just how the guy plays, man. He
just how
can
he
control the
plays.
game
Yeah.
from that position.
From that position,
where he
imagine,
is.
and it's deep.
And it's deep. From the
that
number
guy is
6
good,
position,
man.
he
He's
can
good,
he calls
man.
the shots from that
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Arsenal. I also felt like Arsenal. It's easy to write teams off beginning of the season, and sometimes that's what you need as a team. You remember last season how Manchester United lost and they got humiliated by Spurs and everyone
Hey,
was
we got
throwing
tired
the
by Spurs,
toys
man.
out of the court. It was chaos and we didn't want Ole.
And you came back and moved the 9-0 or something to Southampton.
I mean, towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were not happy, but the team was consistent enough, and the results were just speaking for themselves.
And we made top 4.
And we made top. We were number 2. We were number 2.
Oh yeah.
We're number 2.
Yeah.
We're number 2. And I feel like somehow those bad performances, as long as they are not that bad, you can bounce back from them. They shield you away from the spotlight.
This season is a long thing, yeah. It's a long.
And Arsenal,
At least
they haven't played bad. It's just that they've played against the big teams, and when they happen to play against maybe one team that's not that big, they've also not performed that well. So, but now I think
Now the morale is up, so we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
easy
see.
fixture.
The big one for the
At
weekend.
least they do have players who play for the bench, Saka and who's the number 10, Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, I like those two players.
Even Martin Odegaard was playing well.
2-1.
Thomas Partey.
And Partey was back. He's back.
But
If he doesn't get injured, at least maybe they can try.
my favorite player in that Arsenal team is who's that left back?
Tierney.
I love. He's
That guy is so
he's so
hardworking.
talented and he's
That's hard worker.
There's a captain, I think.
and he's so young and he's
Like, you have
It's
those
one of the-
natural leaders.
yeah, it's one of the guys when I do watch Arsenal or when I'm watching Arsenal, he looks like he's playing for the bench. He looks like he's
he
really
does.
is playing.
He does
Him,
have that look.
Saka and him and Saka, I would say him and Saka. You can see that Saka is probably like my number one because
Yeah.
you can see that this player knows nothing else than Arsenal. And sometimes that's what you need. You need players that they don't have anything to compare Arsenal with because they grew up here and it's a dream for them
Yeah,
playing.
but at some point,
Yeah.
same thing that happened with Grealish is gonna happen if Arsenal keep playing like this.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to leave. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Unfortunately, it is what it is.
The big one. Liverpool City.
Woo! Ooh, when is this?
Biggest match of the past 3 years.
Wait,
4 years now.
that's Sunday.
It's been a, but this one, because City's so passive, man.
But I would like Liverpool to win this one.
Yeah, City's so passive, man.
I feel like with Liverpool,
Pep has to do something about that. They need to find a goal scorer in that team.
yeah, he has. But in terms of this game,
Because now they don't know where their goals are going to come from. Just
You
like
see?
anyone can score in the team.
Hey, but still.
you see, when it comes to the league, Kevin.
Because now I don't think they can compete with Liverpool.
No, when it comes to the league,
Wonders.
when it comes to the league, Kevin, what I've realized in the past 2 seasons or so is that teams that are dangerous, it's better for them to lose the earlier games when they've not gained form. And I feel like with City, the same thing that happened last year when everyone was saying, City are starting
They
to
took
play
the
foreign
league without
football.
playing with the number 9.
Yeah, but they lost the
last season.
first few games. And I feel like
Yeah.
for any team
Last
to
season, they were scoring with Mahrez, eh?
Yeah.
Mostly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and for any team to have a chance,
And
they just need City to at least to have a late
for
start.
them,
Because I feel like once Manchester City are in their groove, it's literally not easy to see them throwing against.
yeah. They've had a good start, though. Yeah,
Who's
like,
playing home then? This
But at
one
least
is
they've
not
had
easy.
it's at Anfield.
Yeah, but at least they've had a throw, and
It's not
we just
easy
need
to predict.
them to have a lose now, so that at least they're behind. Because once they pick up their form, you cannot see them losing. But with
Yeah.
Liverpool, I feel like they can.
Yeah, they have.
From last season's form, they look like they can lose or they can drop points at any point in the
Yeah.
season.
I'd like to say a 3-3 draw there for the sake of football. I'd like that.
For
Please
the
give
sake
us,
of
give
football.
us an entertaining match.
2-2, okay?
But
No,
I'm saying a draw, I don't know.
No, it's just hard for me
It's
to
hard to
imagine
predict.
Liverpool are losing at Anfield.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
the game.
cannot see it. I cannot see
So
it.
that's why I'm saying 2-2. Especially with the fans,
I cannot see it.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
3-3
2-2 for
draw,
me.
I'm still
2-2 for me.
I'll give it a 2-1 win to Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. It's a wrap.
No, I think we're done.
And the thing is, the other week it's international break. So see you guys on the 16th for game week 7.
Episode
Peace.
Episode 6.
This is episode 6.
Wow.
This is episode 6,
we're
man.
out. Episode proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode Thiago Silva.
Episode. Episode Thiago Alcantara.